Good morning! We left Falasana at 10 o'clock and now we're heading to another island that's 5 hours away. We are just having some breakfast. It's like cup of noodles, but it's pasta. Does it taste like rubber? So just having something that is easy to make because I don't want to fuck around downstairs for too long. So we're just sitting in the cockpit. He's just playing a game on his phone. I think I'm gonna lie down and watch a movie and kill some time. Yeah, so just currently underway. We're down an hour and a half, so we've got a couple more to go, hoping to get there by 4 p.m. Just had to alter our course to go behind this ship. Hello, good afternoon. We are coming into Potamus Bay, Harry Potamus. So my job is to get the anchor ready to drop when we get in there. So just grabbing that now. I'm going to open that up. Just going to go around this point. Hopefully it's enough room for us. They say that we have to park on one side because a 98-meter ferry comes in here and maneuvers around. Like a 98-meter, I think that's right, into here. What the? So we have to park right around there, and they say that you're supposed to have a stern line, so we'll see about that when we get in closer. Let me just go and check with the boss what he wants to do. His words were, it's a pretty dumb anchorage, but he wants to just set the anchor here anyway in the sand, so. Good, hopefully. Okay, he said that he thinks that's us because we're no longer dragging backwards. I think he's happy with it, so we'll flick the engine off and enjoy this place. Hopefully the ferry can maneuver here. Don't know, it's hard to know because like you check comments and that and they say to do this and do that, but then like, are you sure that's even right? Like, are the locals going to be like, oh, they should be back further than they are? Like, we just don't know. Anyway, this is the anchorage for tonight. All of a sudden it started to rain.
Good morning. So it's about 8:30 in the morning, I think. Oh no, 9 o'clock. And we're leaving. Sleepyhead's still sleeping. We get to say goodbye to Potamus. Oh, Hippopotamus Bay. We're going to go up to the main island now. And you can probably not see it, but it's way in the distance behind that first island, which is going to be about 5 hours sailing.
We made it to our next anchorage. This bay is called Avlamonis. I think that's how you say it. So we're going to go for a little look on shore because we haven't been, well, I haven't been on shore for 5 days. So I'm going to get off this boat, starting to feel very small, and then we might go for a little swim. Hopefully not get any more sunburn than we already have in the last couple of days. But yes, time to go for a little cruise. Chris Rowan. Gotta get it on video.
Yeah, good morning. We are about to leave this bay that we've been staying at for the last couple of days and bugger off to a place a bit further north that's got some fuel and water and hopefully a supermarket, because we're running low on all three of those things. Right, let's start it up. Alright, so we're going from in here to into here. Should take about 5 hours. So here's my little fishing line set up. I've hooked to the peg. Getting a bit bored, so we'll try to catch some fish. Got a big ferry coming alongside us. We're still about an hour and a half away from the destination.
Where you look like we're gonna hit him. Morning guys, well it's actually afternoon here. We just had a little 4.5 hour sail north to a place called Elaphanasos. So we left Avlamonis at 9 and now it's 2 or 2:30 or something like that. This is the bay. Ferry is crossing over there because this is 2 separate islands. There's a bit of water that runs through there that your cars can't get across. This side we've got shipping containers and all sorts there. The wind's coming from this direction at the moment, but it should be coming from west tonight. So we're pretty sheltered by this hill around here. We're going to go and explore the beaches. From here it looks very nice.
we've just left that bay over there, had the sails out, we had about 18 knots, so we had a little bit of a heel on. It was pretty nice. And then as soon as I got the sheets out, I had to put them back again. So I turned the motor off for literally about 30 seconds into neutral, and then the sheets started flapping and all the wind was gone. So back to steaming now, which is exactly why you buy a sailboat, just so you can steam everywhere. That's right. Welcome back to steaming Ocean Rose, where everywhere we go seems to be upwind or no wind. Welcome to the Med, but at the moment we've got about 2.5 knots. 2 knots worth of wind, which is just brilliant. That's why we're out here doing it, you know. We're just sailing away with no sails, talking shit because we're bored. Tastes like toasty and coffee. Yeah, not really have much else to say.
Oh my god, if you asked me 2 or 3 months ago whether I'd get in water over my head snorkeling, I'd tell you to get out. But I'm doing it. It's crazy. There's so many fish in this bay. The last couple of bays there hasn't been any fish. But there's kind of like a little bank that runs along here, so we're just looking at the fish along the bank.
How's it going? So we've just left the place that we're staying at for the last 2 days. We tried to get some fuel, but the guy at the fuel shop, he only opens whenever he wants to, so it seemed to be he wasn't there whenever I went there. So I had to get a taxi and take a 30 litre drum down to a Shell, which is about 5 or 10 k's out of town, which was an experience. And then yeah, last night we had a few situations. Our anchor dragged for the first time. Luckily I was outside in the evening, and I just picked up as soon as we started moving. I was like, oh shit, we're on the move. So we lifted up the anchor and yeah, we tried again, went back in, reset it, put more line out, and it was fine. And then we were having dinner and sitting out on the back deck, and then the dinghy come undone and started blowing away, and same thing, I noticed it just as it happened. I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's on the move. That's my dinghy. Fuck. Alright, we're gonna pull anchor and fucking catch it before it hits the rocks. You piece of shit fucking dinghy. but it was blowing about 25 knots with gusts a little bit higher than that. So I looked at it and I thought, oh, I could swim for it, but I think by the time I actually got in the water, like dove in there, it would have been out of my reach, and there's no way that I could swim as fast as it was drifting. So we had to lift our anchor that we'd set and then chase down this bloody dinghy, which was ages away by the time we actually got to it. And then yeah, no, we got it back, but now we're going to call the dinghy Thorn because it's been nothing but a thorn in my ass. So yeah, other than that, not much else to update. We've got about another 9 hours of steaming because there's only wind head on and we don't have the time to try and tack upwind, otherwise we won't be there till probably the wee hours of the morning tomorrow. So we're just gonna steam into it. So back to steaming Ocean Rose. Amazing. Oh, also while I've got you here, been asked by a few people like why videos aren't regularly coming out and stuff. We can't charge our laptop currently. We're struggling to do that, so we have to do that on shore. So just bear with us. We've got heaps of footage for you, but just unfortunately we don't have a laptop to put it all together and make you guys a video. Unfortunately we don't pick up the camera as much as we should. We're still very shocking at that. Like last night with the anchor dragging, there's not really any time, especially in those conditions. You know, you've just got to react accordingly. Like we'd love to get it on footage for you, but some things we just can't do. And same with the dinghy. I mean, I tried to find the GoPro, but because it wasn't on hand and I couldn't really leave the helm, it kind of made it hard. But I got some videos on my phone which which were uploaded, but they're just a wee glimpse of what's actually going on. So we are heading to a place called Portocelli, where we can get groceries and diesel and hopefully some water, and then yeah, stay there a night or two and see what happens, I guess. Bloody heaps of traffic about at the moment, so not used to seeing other boats, so we'll have to take it easy and look out for them.
Let's anchor in this rich anchorage. This is the most boats we've seen in like 2 weeks, so fingers crossed they're not all dicks. Nix's job. This little, oh, what happened? Drifter, wrong one. Right. The most boats we have seen. We're hoping to anchor up in here away from everybody. Can you see those yachts? Like super yachts? Unbelievable. Surprise! We actually got a motel for the night because we needed to charge a couple of things that we can't charge on the boat, like my laptop to get this video out, and also to have a little bit of luxury, enjoy the pool here and the food here and the view. It's good to get off the boat, you know. Thank you for watching this week's episode. We're going to go and enjoy the rest of our night in the motel, make the most of it while we can. So we'll see you next week, hopefully with our next video.